know, there's been a major shift happening right now in search, and I'm going to give you a whole new playbook for how to win online. And by the way, I am and have been applying this to my own personal brand. I'm not just sharing things that I don't believe to be true. Things have changed a lot. So let's just get right into it. So let's start with the biggest question for every single marketer watching this. Is your SEO playbook completely obsolete? Because seriously, if you're still playing by the old rules, you might be playing a game that just doesn't exist anymore. It's a tough pill to swallow, but the world of search that we all got so good at is kind of vanishing before our eyes. AI search engines are now just summarizing your content, answering questions directly, and basically all the visibility and clicks that used to be yours, that traffic is drying up. The main point here is pretty simple. That old predictable Google search results page, you know, the one that we've spent all these years optimizing for, it's gone and it's not coming back. So what's replaced there is a lot more complicated. And this is where you can really see the difference. I mean, we used to have those nice, clean, simple 10 blue links. That was it. Today, it's a fragmented kind of chaotic mess of all different kinds of content, all fighting for a little bit of attention on one page. And this slide just lays it all out, right? You've got AI overviews sitting at the top, and then you've got your ads, YouTube videos popping up right at discussions, review sites, and then way down at the bottom, maybe you'll see that traditional organic result. So if you're only fighting for that one spot, you're missing the entire game. Okay, so to actually win in this new world, we need a totally new playbook. So less about search engine optimization. It's time to start thinking about generative engine optimization, or GEO, AEO, AI SEO, different names, same concept. So what on earth is GEO? Well, it's a huge shift in how we think. Instead of just chasing clicks to your website, forget that. The new goal is to influence the AI models themselves so that when a person asks a question, your brand is the one getting mentioned as the trusted solution right inside the AI answer. And this right here is the fundamental change. So with SEO, we were targeting short keywords, in some cases long tail keywords, but with GEO, we're optimizing for these long conversational questions. So longer tail keywords, but conversational questions, a bit different in essence, because people aren't just typing in a few words anymore. They're having conversations, asking detailed questions, and the AI is built to pull answers from all over the place to give them exactly what they want. So the big question is, where does this AI even get its answers from? You might think it's some kind of mysterious black box, right? But it's really not. We actually have a very clear picture of the exact places these models go to find their information. So let's break it down. As you can see, the AI pulls from a handful of really key places. But look at that first one, content that's already ranking on page 1 of Google. And that's a big deal. It means that good old-fashioned SEO is still the foundation for everything the AI trusts, what Google already trusts. But that foundation is not the only important thing. There are other incredibly powerful sources, and one of the big ones, one that a lot of people are still sleeping on, is Reddit. AI models are scraping Reddit like crazy because they see those conversations as real, authentic human proof. And hey, if you're thinking that Reddit is just some passing trend, check out this number, $60 million. That's how much Google paid last year just for access to Reddit's data. So it's pretty safe to say that they're all in. Reddit is here to stay as a major player in this AI world. Now, another huge source you've got to pay attention to is YouTube. And it's not like the AI is sitting there watching videos. No, it's reading the transcripts word for word. It's pulling info directly from what people are saying, treating real, authentic video content as a super high quality source for its answers. Okay, so we've established that the world has changed, right? We know where AI is getting its information. So what are we actually going to do about it for our businesses and our brands? Let's get into the actionable strategies, your new playbook for winning it, GEO, starting today. First up on the list is Reddit. And look, this doesn't have to be super complicated. The playbook is actually pretty simple. Step 1 is go and find threads that are already ranking on Google for the keywords you care about. Step 2, your job is to win that top comment spot by giving a genuinely helpful, valuable answer. Not a sales pitch, not trying to convince them that your product is the one, no links, just a genuinely helpful, valuable answer. And finally, step 3 is to build some consensus around your answer with other real comments. Now, there are many different strategies to do this. I'll leave that to your imagination. And here's the part I love. A smart Reddit strategy is like a 1-2 punch. You're not just influencing what the AI is going to say about you in the future, you're also grabbing another piece of valuable real estate directly on the Google search page right now. Okay, so beyond Reddit, you also have to look at your own website, your own content. You basically have to make your content LLM friendly, super easy for these language models to read and understand. That means clear structure. So like your H2s, your H3s, short, simple sentences, like use things like bullet points and tables. And most importantly, include original data in where possible. Again, you've got to figure out your ways to do this. You've got to figure out how you can do surveys in your industry and actually still make quality content. But the main thing about this quality content is that you're structuring it in a way that makes it easier for the LLMs to scan, read, and regurgitate. And another key point is that you want to try to maintain a neutral, helpful tone. And that's what signals that you're a credible source. Now, individually, these tactics are great, sure, but they're all part of a much bigger picture, a bigger strategy, a bigger goal. Because we're not just trying to win a mention here and there. We're going for total domination. The real end game here is to own every single organic touch point in this new fragmented world. You want your brand to be the one that shows up everywhere your customers are looking for an answer. So you still need to own your traditional spot on Google. That's your foundation of trust. Check. Then you've got to be the go-to trusted voice in those important Reddit threads. Check. And then at the same time, your educational videos need to be popping up in those YouTube carousels, building authority. Check. And when you do all of that, when you're everywhere, this is what happens. It's inevitable. Your brand isn't just the source anymore. You become the answer. Check. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. In this new age of search, you really have a choice to make. Is your brand going to be a trusted source that's actually part of the answer? Or are you just going to be another article that gets summarized and then forgotten? Just adds to the noise of the AI answer. The time to change your playbook is right now. I've linked a free resource below for the AI SEO Playbook PDF. Follow the steps, deploy, and take back your visibility. Let me know how it goes in the comments.